Walking is not enough to keep your independence, and we're going to talk about why. And then we're going to go through a few exercises that you can add to your walking routine to help you keep your independence and help you avoid falls. So first and foremost, let's talk about walking. Walking is a great exercise to keep up your endurance. It's a great exercise to keep up your cardiovascular health, especially if you're taking a brisk walk. But walking is lacking a strength component. It's more of an endurance. Muscles are broken down into different things that they do. One is muscular power, and that's the one-time contraction to be able to perform a movement, and then muscular endurance to be able to perform a repeated movement over and over. So a walking routine is great for muscular endurance, but it does not help you with muscular power, which typically lacks as you age. So let's jump into a handful of exercises to help you build that muscular power to maintain your independence. And remember, always consult with your physician before starting a new exercise routine. Let's jump in. All right, so if you have a walking routine, I would encourage you to stick with it. Keep doing your walking routine, but add some of these exercises to improve your muscular power, not just maintain your muscular endurance. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go into a lunge. I want you to use a countertop. Make sure you've got a chair close by that you can sit in if you get tired. But for a lunge, we're going to take one step forward and then go down and back up. Kind of leaning forward a little bit and back up. Leaning forward a little bit and back up. So forward and down. Make sure you work both the left and the right. Notice I'm not going terribly far. That knee's got a long ways till it hits the ground. So don't go so deep that you can't get back up. Start with a shallow lunge and work your way deeper as your as your strength improves. So you can work your way all the way up to getting all the way down close to the floor or even to the floor, but don't start there. Start with just a little mini lunge, okay? With that, work your way up to 10 or 15 reps and 2 or 3 sets of that. I typically suggest people do these exercises a few times a week, maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or maybe Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Kind of mix it up a little bit. Strengthening can take place every day. Just don't want you to get too sore initially. So make sure you take little breaks as you need. The next exercise we're going to do is going to be for the lower leg. We're going to do a heel raise into a toe raise. Heels up, down slow, toes up, down slow, heels up, down slow, up and down. Work your way into 20 of these. I don't want you to go fast so that momentum is doing all the work. I want you to isolate the movement into a slow, methodical, thoughtful movement. Very good. If that gets where it's too easy, sometimes I'll have people go up with 2 and back down with 1, up with 2, back down with 1. So that way the muscle is working its way up, and then to slowly let it back down, you just do the one leg. And then if you get to the point where that's not too bad, you can go up and down with one leg, and then also don't neglect to do some toes up as well. The toes up is important for the anterior tibialis, which helps you avoid catching your toe when you're walking. So don't forget to do the toes up too. The next one we're going to jump into as part of your walking routine, or adding on to that walking routine, is a little bit more of a reaction type thing, reaction type exercise. Hang onto a counter or a chair or something. I want you to work on taking side steps. also work on forward and backward steps. Lead with the right, and then lead with the left. The reason I want you to work on these side steps, forward steps, backward steps, is because walking is very linear. That works on one directional walking. Well, if you start to lose your balance, you need to be able to step in any direction. Also, if you bump into something, it's very common amongst the patients that I work with. They bump into something, they go to try to take steps back, and they can't, and they fall. So being able to step backwards is an important piece for maintaining your independence. So side to side, forward and backwards, hang onto a counter at first. Once it's easy, let go of that counter. You can even take a couple of steps one direction. Same thing with forward and back. Change it up a little bit. Make it so the legs really have to kind of mix it up with their movement. Differentiation or changes in movement are good because it keeps the muscles guessing, which can help improve stability and strength. And then the last exercise we're going to do today is a squat. If you cannot do a full squat, which is difficult, start with mini squats. Once you start getting a little deeper, make sure you keep a chair close by because I don't want you to go into a squat and fall and have nowhere to go. So mini squats at first, work your way up to 15 or 20. If that's pretty easy, go a little deeper, go a little deeper, go a little deeper until the point that you touch the chair and stand right back up. Not flop on the chair, but I want you to touch that chair like a butterfly landing on a flower. Gentle and back up. If you need to go down, pause momentarily and back up. If you have enough strength, go down, touch and back up. Down, touch and back up. You'll notice as I go down, my chest and head come forward. I still try to keep a straight back and not rounding out, but good posture still, but keeping my base of support under my center of mass. By keeping forward, it keeps my center of mass over my base of support. If I bring that weight backwards, or if I try to keep my mass too far back, I will fall. So down and back up. If you can, do it without hanging on. Or you can even put your hands forward. But again, walking is not enough. Please add some strengthening components. If you don't like these exercises, add something to mix it up. Add some sort of strengthening. And if this has been helpful, please subscribe to my channel. And those of you who are subscribed, I want to give you a sincere thank you. This channel has grown tremendously because of you, and I want to keep it going because I want to help viewers like you maintain your independence and build your strength. Thanks for tuning in.